Ever wondered how to make the fluffiest, most flavorful ekuru that melts in your mouth? Today, I'm sharing my secret 2-day method that transforms simple ingredients into a taste sensation you'll never forget. Don't miss a second. Watch till the end because I'll be sharing 3 crucial tips for making the best ekuru and the common mistakes you must avoid. Alright, let's get right in. Here are the list of ingredients we use for this recipe. 4.5 cups of white black eye beans. We have red oil. We also have vegetable oil. I also have here okra, seasoning cube, chili pepper, and we also have a red bell pepper. We call it tatase. Then I have a momo. Our Ghanaian people call it wele. It's cow skin. This is our scotch bonnet pepper. We use salt, and they also have a fish sauce, then smoked fish, and of course this is our fresh leaves that we use to prepare the ekuru. We have onion, so let's dive in right away. I start by blending my pepper mix to a rough one. I've already washed before behind camera. Then I'll prep my cow skin by parboiling it. Just add a little quantity of seasoning and onions. Then add some quantity of water and then cover. Bring it to a boil. While that is cooking, here is my smoked fish. So I add a little quantity of salt and also water. This is to clean it properly. I don't usually take it for granted. Oosh, I almost get my hand burnt. So the momo is ready now. I did this because I want those bad smell to be out of the momo. So in a pot, I pour in my red oil and also my vegetable oil. Allow it to heat up, then add the onion. Saute the onion in the preheated oil. So I add my pepper mix now and allow it to cook. I will allow all the water content to dry up like you can see. This is actually the way we cook ekuru. We make sure there is no water content in the sauce. The process can splash as you can see, so I just clean it up because I don't like that dirty look. So I add my seasoning now and then the salt for taste. Then I bring in my fish sauce. These are the sweetener. So give it a gentle mix and then bring in the momo or wele. And my Ghanaian people here, we call it wele in Ghana, but in Nigeria it is momo. So I gently bring in my smoked fish now after washing and allow this goodness to infuse. During the cooking process, the water content will make the ingredient to blend into my fish and my cow skin while it's getting dried up. So allow this to cook over low heat. If you love discovering authentic Nigerian recipes and want more step-by-step guides like this, don't forget to like this video. It means a lot to me, although it doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you never miss a recipe, and share your own ekuru creations in the comments below. I want to learn from you too, guys. I love to hear from you. Please send a comment to me. So the next stage now till tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. Okay, this is the next day, and here is my beans. I pour it into a bowl and add water to cover the beans. Allow it to stay for like 10 minutes. If you're in a temperate region, it could be more than that. We are aiming at it flaking up so that we can peel the back of the beans. So I test now after 10 minutes, and as you can see, it's easily flaked out of the beans. So I'll bring my blender. If you like, you can use your hand, you can use mortar, but I'm going to use blender here. I bring a little into the blender. Watch, I didn't pour everything there, and make the water level to be more than the beans. Look at the way I am peeling it. Don't grind straight, just do it a bit like this, and you are ready. My beans is well peeled. Thank God for this blender. This is the way you should use your blender. You see, it's faster, it's easier, and it breaks everything. So after I repeated the process for the other one, and it is time for me to wash it up over the sink here. Did you know that ekuru is as nutritious as it is delicious? It is very high in protein. Made from peeled beans, ekuru is a great source of plant-based protein, perfect for muscle repair and growth. When you talk about fiber, this beans is very rich in fiber, and it helps in digestion and keep you feeling full longer. So it is also low in fat because ekuru is steamed, not fried, making it a lighter, healthier option. It is also packed with vitamins. The stew with its peppers, onions add antioxidants and vitamins A and C to your meal. Alright, now that we are finished peeling, I leave it inside this water for about 3 hours. If you are in a temperate region, please let it stay longer in the water. If your beans is not well soaked, it will not come out well. So I'll scoop out the beans into a plate or a pot. I will use commercial blender. Why? Because I want a thick paste or puree. So you can use a blender if it's very strong, but mind you, while grinding, use little quantity, very little quantity of water, so that we can achieve the consistency that we're aiming at. And as you can see, I'm going with another extra plate that I will use to collect my water. So we're back, and here is, wow, this is it. Take note, I did not put the water that was given to me inside. No, don't do that. If not, it will shake and pour in, and once it pours in, you will lose the consistency. So look at it. Look at how thick the paste is. So off now to the next step. Inside my mortar, don't mind, I'm using mortar. I will use mortar to mix it all with my spatula. What do they call it? We call it orogun here. Here is it. So if you have a mixer, you can use mixer at this stage. Remember, this is a local food, and I'm preparing in the local way. And I'm going to use leaf, not nylon. So I will stir until it foams like you see. Wow, it's fine, it's fine. So you now bring in the water. Before I brought in this water, I make sure I sip off the excess water. I only use the thick consistency in the water. Sorry, I don't want too much water in my ekuru. Can you see? Wow, once you are able to do your ekuru like this, I will tell you the next step. Just keep on watching. That will make you to still achieve what we are aiming at, fluffy ekuru. So it's time to wrap now. It's time to wrap now. Let's get ready. Like I told you before, I'm going to use leaf. Look at the way I arrange my leaf. If you want to learn how to use leaf, just let me know in the comment. I will make another video and give you a detailed step on how to wrap ekuru or moi moi. So look at this. Inside the pot in the fire, I put 3 small pot covers just to raise my ekuru while cooking, to avoid water splashing into it. You can use whatever you have. Some people use spoon, other people use stick. If you allow it water to touch it, you will end up having moi moi, not ekuru, and you are going to be using little quantity of water at a go, not too much, please. So I repeat the process and wrap all my ekuru. And I make sure I gently put it there above water. So this is everything here. Now, before I cover, look at me, I'm using vegetable oil. You can use red oil, but I prefer vegetable oil. Just put it on the water. This is to serve as a kind of prevention. It will not allow the water to foam and then now cover your ekuru. No. So while cooking, the water will just be under the ekuru. So take note of this, please. So I'm covering with leaves also, so that the steam will not fall back into the wrapped ekuru. These are major and crucial steps to getting fluffy ekuru. It's a tried and trusted method. Look at the way I'm pouring in water. They don't just pour it anyhow. Put it at the back of the leaf. Allow it to cook. While cooking, let's quickly prep our okra. I'm going to use okra to eat this ekuru. Some people use vegetable, but in our own place here we use okra. So look at the okra. After blending, I soak it in water because I'm not going to use potash. I don't normally use potash to cook my okra. Back to my ekuru. Oh wow! Can you see? It's ready. I can feel it. It's ready, and you can see the water content is just very small there, very small under there. So no water smeared my ekuru. Oh, welcome back. This is our stew that we made yesterday, and you can see I'll just cook it and allow the water content that's remaining there to dry up. So it's time to prepare our okra. So I brought in a little crayfish and locust bean. So it's just because when the soup remains, I would like to use it. So that's the way I love to cook my okra. So allow just to steam for a while, then add your seasoning. I will add, can you see, the okra is slimy and it's good enough. Our soup is ready. Our ekuru is ready. It is time to serve. I'm so happy. After a long time of wahala in the kitchen, stress in the kitchen, I want to shower myself with love. Some people that we call Ibeji, twins, they use ekuru. They eat ekuru. I don't know how you use ekuru in your place. So it's time to, can you see this ekuru? Looks fluffy. Remember the leaves we used, it did not get brownish. If it's brownish, your ekuru will not come out whitish like this. So take note of that. So I make sure I serve myself very well. Tell me what you pair your ekuru with. Some people pair their ekuru with a koilewe. That's is it pap now? And some people just use eba with the okra. This is the way I love to eat my own. It's yummy. It's inviting. It looks so beautiful. What a goodness. I want to know how you rate my ekuru preparation. Thank you so much for cooking with me today. I hope you try this two-step ekuru method and taste the difference for yourself. Don't forget to follow those crucial steps that I told you in my video. This will help you to cook the best Ekuru. Until next time, keep experimenting in your kitchen and sharing the love, one delicious meal at a time. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching.